Hi again, everybody. Welcome to the Interface Video Productions Buffalo Wild Wings High School Football Game of the Week. I'm Jared Stewart alongside Marion Royster and Tim Shoemaker. We welcome you into the Personal Touch Party Rentals pregame show tonight. We're at Bloom Carroll High School where the Bulldogs will take on the Lancers of Lakewood. Let's bring in Marion to talk about the Lancers. And Marion, this is a team that they've been going through some tough times over the last couple of years. Got the ship righted last week. It was against a club team, but still played a good football game. What's it going to take for them to keep up with the Bulldogs tonight?
Well, they're going to have to, continue the same momentum that they had last week. They're led by a great group of kids. You wouldn't have known that they were on a 17-game losing streak by the way the kids work, and they have great attitudes. They're led by a great group of seniors, starting with their big wide receiver Zach Bolin. So they got the first taste of winning, and they're going to want to continue that. So look forward to seeing a good football game tonight. Let's
go over to Tim to talk about the host team, the Bloom Carroll Bulldogs, and this is a team that coming into the season very, very young. They have a lot of freshmen and sophomores, but they've got Otto Coons. When you've got Otto Coons, you're going to win some football games. They put up over 40 points in both of their first two games tonight. How are they going to keep it rolling?
Yeah, it helps when you have a really good quarterback to keep things going. And they have a system now that they're comfortable with Coach Bartholomew being here. And they were a playoff team last year, Jared, so off to a great start, looking to continue it tonight.
It's the Bulldogs and the Lancers from Bloom Carroll High School. We're going to take a quick time out. The kickoff is coming up next on the High School Football Game of the Week. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Carol Whittington, and I would like to invite you to stop by Personal Touch Party Rentals and Events, located at 1540 Hubbard Drive in Lancaster. We are a small family-owned business and have been servicing the Central Ohio and Hocking Hills area since 2003. Graduations with a personal touch, weddings with a personal touch, corporate events with a personal touch. Please call us today for all your party rental needs, 740-689-6991.
Leah, did you put a new dent in that?
This one? No.
Were you texting and driving again?
Yes.
Hi, Leah.
Hi, Dad.
Sorry about your bumper.
Almost everyone needs a car to get from point A to point B, and many families have two or more cars. At Carriage Company, located at 1031 North Memorial Drive in Lancaster, we specialize in hard-to-find used cars. As a member of the Better Business Bureau, we are a Carfax Advantage dealer and offer great financing rates through a local area bank, with warranties available on most vehicles. We know your time is valuable, so we take special pride in making sure that you get what you came for at a price that you can afford.
Come into the Carriage Company and check out our sweet deals.
Stop by today and let us help you, or visit us online at carriagecompany.com. Sweet! Tonight's Mike the Ref is brought to you by Don's Furniture and Mattress, located at 1118 East Main Street. They've been serving Lancaster and the Fairfield County area for over 25 years. And for those years, Don's has supported numerous charities and youth sports teams, and they continue to support our community. Don's values every customer and wishes all the area teams a successful season. To find out more, visit them at donsfurniture.com. Too many seniors in Fairfield County are left behind, alone and hungry, struggling to stay independent and healthy. Meals on Wheels is a proven system of services built to be there day in and day out for every aging person in Fairfield County. Meals on Wheels make sure that the people who took care of us are not forgotten, that their worth is acknowledged, and they continue to enjoy inclusion and respect as they face the challenges of aging in their own homes where they want to be. Your vote on November 6th will ensure senior services will continue for older adults in Fairfield County.
For nearly 90 years, Kumler Collision and Automotive has shown a commitment to excellence with decades of experience and a passion for auto and body repair. Over the years, we've been a big part of seeing this community grow. Our employees are dedicated, hard-working members of this community and care about our customers long after they leave. Kumler Collision and Automotive. We're your neighbors, your friends, and if it's important to your family, It's important to ours.
Hi again, everybody. Welcome to the high school football game of the week. I'm Jared Stewart alongside Tim Shoemaker. Tonight, we've got a great one for you. The Bloom Carroll Bulldogs.
It was great practice, even in the rain and the weather. Practice.
Schneider, lots of running room to midfield. He's gone. Ryan Schneider down the near sideline for a touchdown for the Aces.
Grab a hold on the offense, number 20. That penalty will be declined. They'll bring up 4th down.
We're going to give you this game ball here because you're a Tiberios fan of the game. And thanks for being here, Jacob.
Thank you.
The Polar Bears are your OAC tournament champions. First time since 2009. What an exciting finish for the Ohio Northern Polar Bears.
Very proud of this trophy because you've earned it.
IVP Sports presents the Buffalo Wild Wings High School Football Game of the Week. Brought to you by Ohio University Lancaster, Fairfield Medical Center, Standing Stone Bank, North Body Shop, Dawn's Furniture, South Central Power, Fairfield DD, Meals on Wheels, Fairfield National Bank, Kumler Collision and Automotive, the Frankie Smith Funeral Home, Fairfield County Parks, the Edwards Insurance Agency, Dagger Law, the Carriage Company, Blue Line Designs, Personal Touch Party Rentals, the Huddle Tire Company, Fairfield Federal, Lines Auto Service, Sheridan Funeral Home, and Buckeye Lake Marina.
Tonight's kickoff is brought to you by Buckeye Lake Marina. If you're looking for a new boat, a great pre-owned watercraft, or a place to get parts for your boat, Buckeye Lake Marina has it all. Buckeye Lake is back and better than ever, and the gang at Buckeye Lake Marina looks forward to your support. It'll be the Bulldogs kicking off to the Lancers on what right now is a beautiful night for high school football. We're hoping that the rain will stay away, Shu. I don't think tomorrow and Sunday we have any shot at rain staying away, but maybe tonight.
Hopefully. Don't want to have to go get a snorkel for Marion down there.
Kick is away, taken at the 5-yard line. A really nice kick. Returning it is Gabe Service, and it gets up to right about the 20-yard line. Let's talk about our keys to the game, brought to you by North Body Shop, providing quality customer service, parts, and reliability since 1979. Owner Mark North will provide you with a free written warranty on each estimate. That's Mark North of North Body Shop. He'll treat you right. One thing, Tim, that we noticed when we were coming in is, regardless of record, Lakewood's got some size.
They sure do. And, you know, the big thing Coach Day is going to look for is, are we getting better? Show improvement each week as they hit it in the Licking County League playoff. And, you know, look at the quarterback, Jared.
Yeah, Connor Vierster, the quarterback, 6'4", 200 pounds. Coming in motion is Zeb Mansker. Vierster fakes the pitch, going to keep it himself. Big hole right up the middle. Nice run on first down by the quarterback to pick up a first down. Expect to see quite a bit of that tonight. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Lancers at their own 32-yard line.
Yeah, offensive tackle there. You get Mason Albany. Jared, he's 6'7".
Yeah, he's big
about
one.
265. He's a good-looking athlete.
79, I believe it is, on this right side is his number. There's Verstra looking to pass, and in and out of the hands of his intended receiver, Jacob Maynard.
Played pretty well by Bloom Carroll right there, coming up tight on the receivers, taking away that quick throw.
2nd down and 10 for Lakewood. Lakewood coached by Jason Lee, who has a busy day out of Lakewood High School as the assistant principal and head football coach.
Yeah, he basically has 2 full-time jobs.
Absolutely. Splitting out wide to the near side. will be Colt Veerstra. And now going in motion is Mansker. Uh-oh, busted play there. Veerstra going to have to keep it himself. Holy cow, he lowered boom on somebody. Wow. Marion, that looked more like a fullback coming through there. Get Marion here in just a moment. He had a little issue with his headset. Can you hear me now, Marion?
Yes, I can.
All right. What I was saying, that looked more like a fullback busting through that line than a quarterback.
Yeah. Veerstra has some incredible size there, and when he's coming through with his head down, I don't know if those linebackers want to, come in there as strong as they normally do, but they'll have to in order to keep him, at bay and watch his running there because he can be a dual-threat quarterback.
On 3rd and 7, a great job defensively coming in there. Number 2, Caleb Swartz, to make the stop and force a punt for Lakewood.
What an outstanding play by Caleb. Came up, made the tackle, forced a punt.
Caleb will be doing double duty, as most of these players will. He's on the season. He's got 3 receptions for 77 yards offensively. So 4th down and 7. Josh Evans back to receive the punt for the Bulldogs. Nice end-over-end kick, good hang time. Taken at the 27. There's a big hole there up the middle. Here comes Evans to the near side, to the 40. Cuts back, he loses the football. But I think the Bulldogs got it. Right there to jump on it was number 50, Zach Collins.
Boy, special teams can just set you up so well.
Yeah.
Here you are in your first drive inside the 35-yard line of Lakewood.
So a great starting position.
Yeah, Bolin had a great punt.
There it is. You'll see it at the end here. He gets hit and loses it. Actually, we've got a flag on the play as well. I just noticed. Replays tonight are brought to you by Kumler Collision and Automotive, providing quality service since 1928. So thanks to Kumler for once again providing us with the replays. And we'll get our Mike the ref here in just a moment as they discuss what's going on here. Here we go.
We have illegal participation on the kicking team.
So there's our call. Mike the ref tonight brought to you by Don's Furniture and Mattress, located at 1118 East Main Street. Shu, there's the crew.
Yeah, the referee that you just heard was Alan Gillespie. The umpire is DJ Loy. The linesman is Todd Pachonik. Fenton Moore's the line judge, and the back judge is Aaron Shrine.
So obviously the Bulldogs going to benefit from that penalty. Wow, moves them all the way up inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Yeah, I'm not sure necessarily what illegal participation means, whether they had too many men on the field or I'm not sure in high school football.
So our first look at Otto Coons tonight, and now we have another flag on the play.
It's like too many men.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
on the
6,
defense.
7, 8, 9, 10. I'm only
5-yard penalty. First down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's only 11 out there.
I know the back judge was back there counting. It's a math test early in the game, I'll tell you.
Well, they didn't move the ball, so. Yeah. So 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs inside the 20 already for their first drive of the night.
Empty backfield.
Coons, the talented junior quarterback, fires one out complete, gets down inside the 5-yard line on the reception. Is that 3, Trace Weiscarver?
It is. That's just easy catch and throw right there.
Yeah.
If he's going to have that kind of time, he'll pick them apart.
2nd and 1. Coons being pressured, going to have to scramble here, doing a nice job with the feet to get away. Now it's a foot race. Coons down to the 5. Ooh, he took a hard hit. Left leg went one way. Hopefully he's all right. He hops right back up, and he gets inside the 5, has the first down.
Well, what you saw right there, Coach Bartholomew mentioned he is a good passer, but he can also run. He is a dual threat.
So we'll be first and goal for Bloom Carroll.
Look here. Watch him show his speed.
Here's the hit.
Kind of awkward.
That left leg, yeah.
Yeah.
Coons again rolling out, fires one down to the end zone. Nice catch. Calling it in there is number 2, Caleb Swartz.
And Lakewood did what they had to do the last 2 possessions, or the last 2 plays, Jared. They put pressure on him, but he's so good, he keeps his head up and looks downfield, and he found the receiver in the corner of the end zone.
So on to kick the extra point for Bloom Carroll is that 11? Number 10, Cameron Shirkey. I should have known that. Cameron's been kicking for them for a while. I think he's been kicking since his freshman year. He's a junior now.
He's a good weapon. Look at that.
Wow, look at that. No doubt about that one. So with 8:51 to play in the first quarter, the Bulldogs take a 7-0 lead.
Here's the replay. Look at him step back, throw off his back foot, find the receiver, and a really nice catch by Swartz.
Marion, they made that look pretty easy. Of course, they only had about 19 yards to go, but still made it look easy.
Yeah, they sure didn't, have very far to go. But, great start by Bloom Carroll. The Bulldogs are going to want to continue that momentum. I really like the play there on the end zone as well. They brought the receiver, Shirkey, completely across the play, had the misdirection going one way. They've got a lot of young guys up front this year, so they may be using the athleticism and a lot of misdirection to their advantage, so we'll see if they'll continue that more this evening.
So Shirkey back on to kick it away. Back deep for the Lancers will be number 36, Zeb Mansker, as well as number 2, Gabe Service. 3 plays, 19 yards, 111 off the clock, a 3-yard touchdown pass.
Is that really a drive, or is that a spin around the block?
Mansker on the return. Gets up to about the 24-yard line. Shirkey's doing a great job of putting it just about the 5 or right inside the 5, not getting it to the end zone for that touchback.
But you have to practice your special teams to be really good at them. And obviously, Bloom Carroll does a good job with them. We saw an excellent punt return, and we've seen him kick off twice. There's a plan. There's a rhyme and reason to what he's doing.
We talked last week we saw some head-to-heads that were not called. Another surprise is that, high school hasn't adopted the fair catch rule, I don't believe, on the kickoff inside the 5 or 10 like college has.
No.
Keeper for Connor Veerstra. Not much there. Leading the way for the Bulldogs, 51, Robbie Duncan. Nice crowd as always on hand here at Carl Fell Stadium. Second down and 9 for Lakewood. There's a good shot of the crowd. They always pack them in here. We're going to be talking to Chad Little, the athletic director, and also head girls basketball coach coming up in just a little bit. I want to talk to him about how they've transformed their facilities over the last several years. It's just a beautiful place, not just football, but basketball. It just seems like they're always upgrading. Incomplete pass there. Shoo, who had that defense? That was a good play.
And watch right here.
Not a bad pass.
That was Austin Freer.
So third down and 9 for Lakewood.
No, good design there, run slant, but Austin Freer came up and made contact right when the ball arrived.
Colt Verska and Mansker split out to the right side. Coming in motion is Zaven Boland. Here's Veerstra looking to pass. He's pressured. Still on his feet, though. Flag comes flying in. And that's going to be in the area of a hold, probably. Yep.
Brought down by number 50.
So this will probably be one that Bloom Carroll would decline.
Yeah, one of the few holding penalties that you will, because you're going to get the football in all probability here.
Yep.
Third down.
So they will decline it. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 9. About 8.5. A little bit of a gain there. A 4th down and 8. Josh Evans again back to receive the punt. He had a really good return on the last one. Zaven Boland to punt it. Angling toward the sideline, and it will, wow, it takes a Bloom Carroll bounce. Lancers will down it at about the 46.
Number 87, Boland.
Look right in there at Coach Bartholomew and his team as they get set to go back on offense. Coach Bartholomew been here at Bloom Carroll for 5 years. Doesn't seem like it's been that long, but he's doing a great job. Record here at Carroll, 27-17. His overall record as a head coach, 37-37. So he's really turned it around, not only for this program, but himself once coming here.
Well, you get a little older, you get a little wiser, and he's just done an outstanding job here. As I said, they were a playoff team last year. I came up and watched them play in the playoff game, and they got beat by a team that darn near made the state championship game. So he's really got things going well.
Kuhn sends Evans in motion, fakes a handoff, looking Evans' way. It's in and out of the hands of Caleb Swartz.
What's good about that, Jared, that was play action on 1st down and just kind of held the defense, and Swartz was open. He just kind of went through his hands that time.
2nd and 10. No surprise, but just very impressed with Otto Kuhn's, just his poise at that quarterback position. Just looks like he's made to be there. Kuhn's again to pass. This one's complete across midfield, and a nice job working his way up to try to get that 1st down is Gavin Powers.
I think with the spot, he's going to get it.
Yeah. Look at the Lakewood Lancer Band. Looking forward to their performance tonight. They've
That's only part of them, Jared.
Yeah, it is.
The other part are outside the bleachers there.
Kuhn's looking to pass on 1st down. Plenty of time. Great job by the offensive line. Now he's going to scramble. Good coverage by the Lancers downfield. Kuhn's going to make it happen with his feet across the 40, across the 30, foot race. Up to the 20, still on his feet, and finally goes down inside the 15-yard line. What a job by Otto Kuhns.
Little backyard football right there.
Guys, I tell you what, he doesn't look, like he's running very fast, but he's a strider. So when he's running away from people, it's almost like they, aren't taking very good angles, but he's still able to get away, and that elusiveness that he's showing is really something else.
You know who that kind of reminds me of is J.T. Barrett. Didn't look fast, but somehow he was outrunning people, and like you said, just making some moves. Here's Kuhns to pass to the goal line, or close to the goal line. It's complete, and down about the 2-yard line, I believe it's Josh Evans.
Yeah, watch what Marion's talking about, his elusiveness. Being 6'4", 6'5".
And how about the offensive line as well? They gave him a lot of time. I didn't even see a flag. Apparently there's a flag. We had a hold on Bloom Carroll. Didn't catch the number, but it is a hold. That negates that nice gain down to the 2. Bring up a 1st and 20 at the 24. Again, empty backfield.
Comes pressure.
Pressure. Look at that catch. Little screen pass. Wow. Hobie Scarberry with a great catch. It looked like he almost caught it off the back of one of his blockers.
That's a heck of a play.
A little Odell Beckham-ish, I'd say.
Yeah. Hobie's had a pretty good season so far in the first 2 games. Watch this. One-handed, and then great job by Hobie. He has 26 rushes for 196 yards and 3 touchdowns, and now he can add receiving to that. Kuhns passes complete inside the 5, down to about the 4.
Number 12, Otto Kuhns pass
It was complete to Josh Evans.
That was a good job by the Lakewood corner out here making a tackle.
First and goal at the 5 for the Bulldogs. Scarberry stands to the right of Coons, I believe for the first time tonight. It's been empty most of the night. Coons passes out to Evans, leaps over. What a job by Josh Evans. Just jumped right over top of number 11, Alex Pletcher.
But, you know, you can see with the rhythm of their offense, they're so comfortable. They know what they're doing. It's quick. That's like a run right there, Jared. We talked about that last week. That's like a run. When you toss it out there, get it to the receiver quick, and then let him make plays.
Yeah. We briefly touched on it in the pregame show, the youth of this team. Talked to through technology and texting and email this week with Coach Bartholomew, and he was telling me that they have currently 8 freshmen and sophomores on offense and 9 on defense. You would never be able to tell it from what we've seen the first 3 games from them. Nice job by Shirky to boot the extra point through, and the Bulldogs on top 14-0 early. Let's go down to Marion.
You know, guys, one underrated part of the Bloom Care offense that we haven't talked about yet, they run a lot of no huddle, and they're able to do that again because Coons, even though he does a great job with his legs and his arm, he does a great job with his mind too. Coach Bartholomew is able to do a lot of check with me's with Coons, and they're able to run that no huddle offense, which does 2 things. Number 1, it keeps the defense on their heels, doesn't give them a chance to get set, and number 2, keeps them, unable to huddle up and get a breather in between plays. So, that no huddle offense, as Coach, as Shu was saying, really able to keep the Lakewood defense on their heels.
7 plays, 54 yards, 2 minutes off the clock, a 4-yard touchdown pass from Coons to Josh Evans, and the Bulldogs up 14-0 here with 5:21 to play in the first quarter. Shirky to kick it off again. Looks like his leg might get a workout tonight. Going to angle this one to the right. It goes out of bounds. I don't know if he just mishit that one or what. So we'll get our call from the official.
This is a big series here for the Lancers.
Yes, it is.
Well, you can't just send your defense right back out. They're having enough difficulty as it is.
Kick out of bounds on the kicking team. The ball was placed at the 35. First down.
Here's the call from Alan Gillespie. And our Mike the Ref, brought to you by Don's Furniture and Mattress. First and 10 Lancers. Bierstra passes over the middle. Good catch by number 12, Jacob Maynard.
Yeah, a little fake on the jet sweep right there. Good quick throw right on the numbers. You got 2 kids in playing quarterback tonight that really can zip the ball.
You're right. Both with some good size. Connor Bierstra is 6'4", 200, while Otto Coons is 6'3", 195. Both very, very similar in stature.
I think they shorted Otto on an inch or 2 there, too.
I agree. I agree. Bierstra going to keep it himself. Has that first down up to about the 48.
Number 6, Connor Bierstra.
Caleb Swartz in on the tackle. On the year, Bierstra 18 of 41, 291 yards. He's completed 43.9% of his passes. Most of that was last week in their win over Landmark Christian. First and 10. It's a good look at Connor right there. Pass over the middle, and I think Colt Bierstra could feel the pressure coming on him.
Yeah, it was going to stretch him out a little bit, run him right into the safety is what it was going to do.
Connor's a junior, 6'4", 200. Colt is a sophomore, 6', 165. So 2nd and 10 here for Lakewood.
You know, guys, Lakewood has been the recipient of some unfortunate drops today, but you know, they had some success last week working the sidelines, longer developing plays. So if they can get some time for Veerstra, maybe go for some longer pass plays, we'll see what happens.
Another short one out to the right side, left side. That's Zaven Boland. Boland with a foot race down inside the 30. Good job after the catch with the run.
That's just a really nice looking play. Quick to an athlete that's sure of himself.
First and 10 inside the 25.
Yeah, Lakewood's hurrying up now.
Ball spotted at the 21. Veerstra keeps it himself again. Not much there this time.
Yeah, watch this. Quick throw and broke a tackle, and then you don't know where he's going at this point. He may make it in. Good pursuit by the Carroll defenders.
51, Robbie Duncan, and Trace Weiscarver in on the stop. 2nd and 8. Ball at the 19 for Lakewood. They trail at 14-0. 3:26 and counting here in the first quarter. Veerstra with his running back Robbie Taylor right behind him. And we have a timeout on the field.
Offense.
Lakewood takes one. Our timeouts tonight are brought to you by the Carriage Company, located at 1031 North Memorial Drive. You can check out their website at carriagecompany.com.
And let's say a big shout out thank you to Standing Stone Bank. Whether you're ready to tackle a mortgage loan or need cash for home improvements, make Standing Stone Bank the key player in your home or business financial plans. Business to business, neighbor to neighbor. Let's grow this town together. Standing Stone Bank, an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
So 3:11 on the clock to play in this first quarter. Bulldogs lead at 14-0. Lakewood takes a timeout with 2nd down and 8 at the 19. You mentioned it. They need to get something going this drive. So far, they have.
Well, they've done a great job. They keep your defense off the field. You know, the best way to play defense is keep your offense on the field.
Yeah. Veerstra with Mansker behind him. Veerstra looking to pass. It's complete. And driven out of bounds at about the 14-yard line is Robbie Taylor. Clock stops at 3:05. So a 3rd down right here, 3rd and 4.
I'm sure this is 2 downs to get 4 yards.
Yep. Veerstra again with Mansker standing right beside him. Coming in motion is Maynard. Maynard takes the handoff on the end around, trying to get to the outside. And a good job defensively. Otto Coons, as well as Caleb Swartz. I don't think he made it to the first down. Well, maybe he did. Yeah, he did get the first down.
Yeah, it's the first time they've given it to the runner here on the jet sweep. Watch a little stutter step right here, Jared. Little pause and go. Yep. Just enough to get him to about inside the 11-yard line.
And they will have a chance to get a first down right before they get to the goal line at the 2-yard line. 1st and 10. Veerstra looking to the end zone, fires one up there, and overthrows his intended receiver, Zaven Boland. You can see what he had in mind there. He wanted to try to use Boland's size. He's 6'4", 205. Wanted to just go up and get it, but he overthrew him. Marion, you're right down there by that play. What did it look like to you? Good coverage?
Yeah, it was pretty good coverage. Boland had a chance to make a play, but the throw was a little inaccurate. But you're right. You know, he's got great size down there. They've got a few receivers with great size down there. So I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to maybe a back corner throw in the end zone.
Second and 10. Viersta directing some traffic over on that left side. Gets a good block to give him some time. This time he lofts it into the end zone. And again, just out of the reach of his intended receiver. Actually, two guys down there. Jacob Maynard, as well as 36, Zeb Mansker.
Yeah, you're so far in the red zone here. You just don't want to make a mistake. Don't throw the ball away, whatever it is. Have enough discipline. You know, the first one he overthrew Bolin, that's okay. That one there, a little iffy. So you still got 2 downs here to get a touchdown if that's what you're looking for.
So 3rd and 10 at the 11. 2:21 to play in the first quarter. Mansker and Colt Vierstra split out to the right side. To the left. Twin receivers as well. Vierstra keeps it himself, gets inside the 5, tripped up, but it gets him a little closer to the goal line. He did not get that first down, I don't believe.
I tell you, he faked that pitch, and boy, he turned that left shoulder and got straight up the field, Jared. Good design on that play, especially when you have a nice running quarterback like Vierstra.
So here we go, decision time for Coach Lee. 4th and 2, they're going to go for it.
Oh, I think when you're down 2 touchdowns at this point, you know, and you lost 36-14 last year to these people.
Mansker in motion. He's going to be used as a blocker. Vierstra just fighting for the goal line. I don't think he got it.
But he got a first down.
Yes, he did get enough for the first down.
I would run him too.
He just needed to get to the 1. I think he got right inside the 1.
Yeah, what we've seen, I'd run him too. He puts his shoulder down and goes north and south and delivers the blow.
Looks like they're going to measure it. What do you think, Marion?
I think he got it. It's going to be close, but it looked to me like he moved the pile just enough to get it. And what an advantage it is for Lakewood to have a quarterback that doesn't shy away from contact as Vierstra is. And he's shown several times throughout this game, and never was it needed more than on that play right there. We'll see if they get it.
There's a good shot at it right there. As they stretch the chains. Oh man, that is close. He did not get it. Wow. I thought he had it for sure.
I don't know about that spot, guys.
I agree with you, Marion.
You know, spotting the ball is so critical, but it's also a very, very difficult thing to do with lots of traffic and at a pretty high speed.
Let's see a super slow replay to see if we can tell where his forward progress stopped. He needed to get to the 1. I don't know. Maybe
that might have been a pretty good spot. Yeah, it's hard to tell. I think Marion had the best look down there.
Yeah, definitely. So now the Bulldogs with their back to the wall here. Coons in the end zone. Don't want to get a holding penalty here if you're the offensive line in the end zone. Going to loft one out and down the near sidelines. Got a man out there. It's caught. Was he in bounds? No, he was not. Official says he was out of bounds.
Great call by the official there. He's right on the spot. Pass just threw him out of bounds. Left foot came down outside.
But what a pass, though. Just led him perfectly. Just couldn't get it in bounds. Intended receiver was Gavin Powers. He's gotten quite a bit of action tonight.
Timeout. Bloom Carroll, that's their first timeout.
We have another timeout on the field. This one taken by Bloom Carroll. Timeouts again brought to you by the Carriage Company. I want to thank them for, again, being on board with us. Coming up at the quarter break, I thought I saw Coach Little up here. Maybe he snuck away. I was going to try to grab him for a quick interview at the end of the quarter, but we'll have to wait and see if he comes back up. Wanted to talk to him not only about the facilities and about things going on this fall, but, of course, Tim, we mentioned that he's head girls basketball coach. They had a historic season last year.
Had a real nice season, and known coach for a while now, and he always seems to do a very nice job, these teams.
So we'll let him tell you about his team when we get a chance to talk to him in just a little bit. Right now, though, the Bulldogs face a 2nd down and 10. Ball on their own 1-yard line, but they do lead at 14-0. Coons again out of that shotgun formation as always. Looking to pass, going to fire one opposite side this time. Has a man out there, look at that. It's going to be a foot race. This is going to be a 99-yard touchdown pass from Otto Coons to number 21, or no, number 20, Gavin Powers.
So we get a 99-yard drive.
99-yard two-play drive.
That's right.
Wow, how about the tight spiral on that pass? It was beautiful.
That beautiful toss.
Holy cow, guys.
Mario, we're watching a replay of it right now. It was beautiful.
Yes, that was an incredible throw by Coons. I mean, just right on the money, arm strength, arm talent, you name it, he had it on that play. Unbelievable.
Now, one thing we may have to ask Chad Little is that a record? Is that the longest touchdown pass in Bloom Carroll history? I mean, you can't get much longer.
I was going to say, how much farther can you get? 98 and a half or 99 and a half?
I guess. How about that? So just like that, with Shirky's extra point, the Bulldogs lead at 21-0. We're still in the first quarter. Man, what a weapon Otto Coons is. It's no wonder he's got some Division I programs eyeballing him right now.
Well, he has the look, but not only with the look, he's got the tools.
Yeah.
And, as Marion brought up earlier, too, he's also showing the mental part of it. And boy, that's impressive. And he had a corner one-on-one out there, and he threw that ball 45 yards and hit him in stride.
Yeah. And, you got to credit, too, the play calling. I mean, what do most teams do when they've got their back to the wall? They run it, try to get some field position, some space. But two plays. Go down the left sideline, go down the right sideline. That's showing trust not only in your quarterback and your receiver, but more importantly, your offensive line, who is blocking in the end zone.
Well, that's how they play. That's Bloom Carroll's style.
Yeah. Shirky to kick it away again. This one will be taken by Mansker at about the 11-yard line, going up the left side. And hit hard and brought down at the 28-yard line.
Number 36, Zeb Mansker on the return.
So looking to see if the Lancers try to open it up here, maybe try to go downfield a little more. We haven't really seen that tonight out of them.
Well, they actually had that was a great drive that stalled out there on the fourth down play. I mean, what else can you ask?
First and 10 for Lakewood. They've got twin receivers out to the near side, twin to the left as well. Mansker stands to the right of Veerstra. Veerstra looking to pass. Ooh, big hit. Here's a pass down the field. It's caught at the 35 by Zaven Boland, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown. We just mentioned it. Will they go downfield? There's your answer.
Yeah, you asked the question. He just went 72 yards, I think.
Wow. A one-play, 72-yard drive, right?
Hey, for us, it's watching the ball in the air tonight.
Some talented quarterbacks out here tonight. Big arms. So on to kick the extra point for the Lancers is number 11, Alex Pletcher. Out of the hold of the quarterback, Veerstra. And it is good. Here's a replay of that pass from Veerstra to Boland.
He looks left and then comes back.
And he got just enough time, the time that he needed to make that pass.
And he's about as open as you're going to get.
Yep.
Nice job, ran 30 yards with it here, Boland did. We talked about his athleticism earlier in the game.
Yeah. Veerstra, go ahead, Marion.
You guys, that drive showed a lot of character and heart. I talked about it a little bit in the pregame with this Lakewood Lancer football team. They don't quit. The last week when they got their first win, on the first scoring drive of the game, they actually threw a pick six in the red zone. Veerstra did, and he stayed poised, came back, and they went on an offensive explosion, ended up scoring over 40 points in the game. But again, a lot of heart, a lot of fight in this Lakewood team. You saw it on that play right there. They very easily could have folded after having a drive get so close down there on the goal line and not able to score, and then giving up a 99-yard play, but then turn around and come back and get a big play of their own. Good fight in this Lakewood football team.
Good stuff there, Marion. How about Robbie Duncan was bearing down hard on Veerstra, but Robbie Taylor, who was lined up at running back right beside Veerstra that time, put enough of a hit on him. Wasn't a big hit, but just disrupt him enough to give Veerstra enough time to get that pass away.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to detour the rusher.
Yep. Kick will be taken at the 12-yard line by Josh Evans, trying to get to the near sideline. He's good at that hurdle move. And there's a late hit out of bounds. I don't know if they'll throw a flag on that or not. But a good return again by Josh Evans. I think we got a replay from Tom Russo's camera of the hurdle by Josh Evans. Watch this. See the wall there forming? So good return by Josh Evans. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. 45 seconds to play here in this first quarter. 21-7 is your score. This time the pass is batted down. Looked like number 70 getting a hand in there. That's Trace Ford.
Well, that's one thing you can do. If you cannot get to the quarterback, you can block his vision and block his throwing lanes. And that's a good job there, getting the hands up.
Trace Ford, another pretty big one. He's 6'4" on that defensive line.
I think if I had a point guard, I'd want to have Lakewood's team.
I hear you. Coons couldn't find anybody open, so he's going to tuck it. Now he's going to fire a pass out there. Open is Caleb Swartz. He worked his way open, and he's down the sideline. He's going to score. But there is a flag. There's a flag lying back at the 35-yard line. That's coming back.
I think it's an ineligible.
Yeah, I agree. Yep. Once he tucked it in, I think the lineman thought, you know, hey, he's going to run it. But how about the work by Caleb Swartz to work his way open?
Hey, when the quarterback rolls, I'm sure Marion knows this, being a receiver. Just keep moving and try and find an open area.
Yep.
Yep, exactly right, Shu. If the quarterback's coming towards your area, a lot of times you come back to the ball.
Ineligible receiver on the offense, number 61.
And the quarterback's going away from you, go down the field.
Well, wow, I don't know. He wasn't very far.
I think it's a really small window that they have to stay in. I was talking to the referees after last week's game. Remember we had the one in the DeSales-Lancaster game, and they called the offsetting penalties?
Yep.
And I asked them about that, and they said the window's really small as far as what they give the linemen.
And he was horizontal. I mean, he was sideline to sideline blocking there, but oh well. We'll see what the Bulldogs can do on 2nd down and 15. It's a completed pass. Is this number 7, Brandon Totten?
I tell you what makes Coons so tough also, Jared, you said it earlier that, you know, he doesn't panic, but he also has that escapability there. He just kind of knows, okay, he kind of feels the pressure, and then he moves away, gives himself time, and he throws the ball on the run extremely well.
That's a freshman getting in on the receiving action right there, picking up a 1st down. Brandon Totten.
I used to always say it's called Bloom Carroll High School, right? Grades 9 to 12.
Yep. 1st and 10. Coons back to pass. What a block right there. Wow, giving him some extra time. Coons now pressured again. Still, wow, look at this. Look at the job he's doing with his feet. There's a flag down. And Coons is going to step out right about the 40. We will see what the flag is. But how about, was that 52? I think it was. Logan Blaine, the big block right at the beginning of that play as Coons dropped back.
Listen, anybody watching this game, if you're younger than probably 40 years old or 50, go back and go to YouTube and watch Fran Tarkenton. That's what he looks like right now.
Yep.
Number 72 will have an untimed down.
Going to have an untimed down as time has run out here in the first quarter. But after the penalty, they will get one untimed down. It's going to bring up it will be a 1st and, what is this, a 10-yard penalty? So it'll be 1st and 25, I believe.
Well, is it from the spot, Jared? Looks a little longer than 25.
A little bit longer than 25.
Yeah. But the way Carroll's throwing the football.
It doesn't matter.
No, I don't think so.
Good look right in the mask of Otto Coons there. So first, and they don't even have it on the scoreboard. Coons rolling near side. He's got pressure. Pass complete again. It's the freshman Brandon Totten on the reception. Gets him a little bit farther up, closer to that original line of scrimmage. And that will end the first quarter. We're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, we will have Chad Little with us, the athletic director here at Bloom Carroll High School. Your score, 21-7 Bloom Carroll over the Lakewood Lancers. Stay with us.
Number 20, that penalty will be declined. They'll bring up 4th down.
We're going to give you this game ball here because you're a Tiberios fan of the game. And thanks for being here, Jacob.
The Polar Bears are your OAC tournament champions. First time since 2009. What an exciting finish for the Ohio Northern Polar Bears.
This trophy because you've earned it.
Absolutely. Stadium here at Bloom Carroll High School, where your score at the end of the first quarter is 21-7. Bloom Carroll at the top of the Lakewood Lancers. Please be joined right now in the press box by Chad Little, the athletic director. Actually, we mentioned you do lots of duties here, but athletic director tonight, and you've got to be very pleased with what's going on the field tonight.
Yeah, we're off to a pretty good start. 2-0 through our first two, and off to a good start tonight. So things are going well in the fall for us so far.
Chad, let's jump right in. You know, I want to give you plenty of time to talk about your girls basketball team. Last year just had a historic season. Tell us about it.
You know, like I told everybody else, it helps to have good players. We play well at the right time. We're able to win a district championship. Was our first ever. So it's great for our kids to experience and get to that next level. And now we'll work on this year and try to take that next step.
3rd and 12. Coons rolling to the near side, looking to pass. Good coverage downfield. But how about the job of Caleb Swartz again? Broke free, but the pass just a bit overthrown. We're so impressed with Otto Coons and his arm.
Yeah, he obviously makes things go for us. Most times he's the best player on the field. A lot of times both sides of the ball. And he's a pretty good basketball player. So you'll see him in the winter, too.
Chad, we were talking earlier about it seems like every time we come out here, there's something new. Whether it's a turf field or a nice new facility out there for the concessions, or just stuff going on in the baseball or softball fields, a new building. It just seems like Bloom Carroll's just kind of booming right now.
Yeah, we're very fortunate to have a super supportive community. Our athletic boosters do a lot of our facility improvements as well. So we kind of attack it one thing at a time. We're hoping the press box is next. That's kind of our next big piece that we've really delved into. So we're hoping maybe in the near future to finish up the stadium.
4th down and 7. Bulldogs will go for it. Just trying to draw them off sides, and it worked. They're going to get a little bit closer here.
They've got that down. That's 2 times in a row there.
Encroachment on the defense, number 36.
And they used to have the call. I still have the call where you can't. Quarterback can't deceive him with his voice. I guess he deceived him with the clap. too loud of a clap or something made him jump. 4th down and 2. Tried it again, didn't work this time, so we'll see what they do. Wouldn't be surprised to see Otto taking himself with his legs. He's got trips receivers to the right side. Coons will tuck it and run. Got good blocking. Look at this, right up the middle, across the 20-yard line. Good run down inside the red zone for the Bulldogs.
All right, you're coming off a winning season last year, and historic, as Jared said. I always found that a little different sometimes, especially when you've done it the first time and you go into the off season. But there's a lot of positives. But what are some of the things you kind of concerned you with that you thought you should focus on to continue then to grow, like you said, and expand it the next year?
Yeah, we've talked a lot to our kids that it's just a different mentality. It's a lot easier when you're not expected to win. And all of a sudden, boy, we've got a lot back, and we won last year, and so we have that high expectation. So trying to get them to understand the can't just rest in the summer. We still have to get better. We have to get stronger. People now, we're not going to sneak up on anybody. So I thought we had a good summer. But just trying to continue here in the fall, starting next week, just that mentality of that we have to keep getting better. Like, if we're just what we were last year, it's not going to be enough for us.
Yeah.
So our work ethic's been good.
That's good. How many returners do you have this year?
Returned 4 starters and 6 letter winners.
What can you say about the league? Mid-state league, I mean, it's a grind night in and night out.
Yeah, just about in every sport, it's about as competitive as it gets. So lots of good rivalries, good crowds, just very competitive, friendly.
Yes.
And we all know each other and seem to get along pretty well, so it's a great league.
Pass was incomplete there. Let's check out this replay.
Yeah, the referee ruled this incomplete.
Yeah, looks like it hit the ground, almost intercepted. I believe that was Boland in there. So 3rd down and 7 at the 14 for the Bulldogs. 2 receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. Good time again for Coons. That offensive line's doing a great job tonight. He lofts one to the end zone. Good job by the Lakewood Lancers there, trying to get a number on the tip.
Yeah, I thought that was his worst throw. He kind of forced that one, Jared. There's a lot of traffic there and defenders.
Jacob Maynard tips it away, bring up a 4th down.
Well, you got Shirky, so you know what? You got a shot here.
Yeah, he's got a lot of Division I looks right now.
Does he really?
He travels the country, kicking camps and all that stuff, so done really well.
It's what it takes.
There's a good look at him.
Keep telling my grandson, kick, he can kick. I said, you don't have to do all that blocking and tackling to make it.
Never get hit.
Yep.
Be about a 30-yarder officially. Had pressure, but no problem for Shirky. That's a good field goal, makes it 24-7.
That is a weapon. In high school football, that's a weapon.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Chad, tell us, we often talk about these high school football games being an event, and how many people come out. You guys have so much tremendous support, as you mentioned, from your community. What is a game day like for an athletic director on a Friday?
It's about all you get done. And I've done it for a while. I've been an AD. This is year 17 as an AD. So it gets to be old hat, but it's just nonstop from 9 a.m. through the rest of the day, just getting things ready, getting all your paperwork set, all your event workers to run your ticket gates and your concession stand and help your officials get to where they need to be, and your bands and your EMS squad and all that stuff, and getting to the bank and making sure you have enough money on hand for change, and something always pops up last minute that you either forgot to do or somebody needs, so it never ends. It's hectic on game Fridays. I like when we're away better than we're at home. I know that.
So, so you're finally getting in bed, what, 12, 1 o'clock on a Friday?
Yeah, I'm fumble there.
I think the Bulldogs got it.
I think you're right.
Yep.
They did. It's like 17, I think, came up with it. It's Austin Messmore. There's the drive summary. 14 plays, 65 yards, 2:46 off the clock. A 30-yard field goal for Cameron Shirky to put the Bulldogs up 24-7. Check out the replay of the fumble and the kickoff here. Once again, Shirky doing a great job of keeping him pinned back deep to the 10. I don't think he's had one outside the 10. It was on that hit right there. Just a great job by the coverage team, and then jumping on the ball was Austin Messmore.
Well, here's the problem with running replays tonight. By the time you come back, Coons may have a touchdown. You got to be careful with him.
You're right. So the Bulldogs knocking on the door again, 24-7. The score right now, 9:57 to play in the first half. Coons out of the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Caleb Swartz is to the right. He's had a great game so far tonight. Actually, all of these receivers have. And a whistle and a flag before the play starts.
Well, one thing, too, I want to say to Chad is thanks for all the hospitality and everything that you guys provide. We get around to different places, and this is one of the best as far as making sure we have things that we need and it's taken care of. And we appreciate that because not everybody is as warm and fuzzy as it is here at Carroll.
We love having you guys. It's great for our kids. It's great for our community members who maybe couldn't get out tonight. They can catch it on TV later, and we appreciate you guys coming out.
Have you ever been called warm and fuzzy?
That's the first time. That's the first time. Ask my players. They will not agree.
I wasn't mentioning Chad, but the Bloom Carroll aura here. It's warm and fun. As he said, like the league, it's friendly.
Yeah,
you know what? It's competitive.
Well,
it's tough, and that's the way it should be.
So many schools are so close together. You know, like you guys went, what, 5 miles up to Liberty Union last week?
And we've been in the league for so long. You know, I mean, generations of people have played against each other and know each other. So.
Yeah. So second down and 16. The ball at the 17-yard line. Mentioned that offensive line. They've done a good job tonight, giving Coons plenty of time. Looking to pass, looking. I mean, they've given him all day every time he's dropped back. Now he's going to just tuck it and run. Wow, look at that. Unbelievable. Touchdown by Otto Coons.
He smelled it.
At about the 15,
he
it looks like he's going to get pushed out of bounds. Yeah.
Some players just have things about them, whatever sport it is, and I'm not sure you necessarily can give it to them either. They just kind of have it.
I do hope we have a replay of that one, because right about the 15, it looked like he faked the Lakewood guy out, making him think he was going to go out of bounds, but he just tucked it back in.
Wade lets him check plays at the line for the first time this year, and that's – you don't hear high school kids having that freedom very often, but he puts him in the shotgun and gives him that freedom to check into things or check out of things.
Yeah.
He's a pretty cerebral kid.
Well, he's doing him a favor if he can handle it.
Yep.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So Shirky to kick the extra point, and again, up and good. Let's check out this replay, and before we let you go, we'll let you check out the replay as well.
Absolutely.
Here it is. And we mentioned, again, that offensive line just doing a job tonight.
Lots of time. The thing when we talk about Otto, too, is he always keeps his eyes downfield.
Yep.
See other kids, as soon as the rush comes, they duck their head, and he's downfield all the time.
Tiptoeing that side. It was actually about the 20 where he made that guy think he was going out of bounds. He just wheeled his way into the end zone. How about that?
If you ever get a chance to talk to him, he's just a great kid, stand-up kid, great kid.
Well, Chad, again, I echo what Tim said. You know, we greatly appreciate all the hospitality you show us when we come out to these games. We enjoy coming out to Bloom Carroll, whether it's football or basketball, and we look forward to it every time. And hopefully we'll be back again quite a bit, not only this fall, but coming up this winter. We'll see your girls basketball team as well.
Yeah, it'd be great. We'd love to see you this winter, and you guys are welcome anytime.
Chad Little, the athletic director here at Bloom Carroll High School, and girls basketball coach. Team had a great season last year, and we look forward every time to coming out here. So again, thanks, Chad. We'll let you get back to your 9
Sounds
to
good. Got a couple things
your
to
9 to 1 a.m. job.
Right. Thanks, guys.
See you, Chad.
So the Bulldogs up 31-7, 8:34 to play. There's the drive. 4 plays, 22 yards, a minute 30 off the clock, 17-yard touchdown run. Marion, let's bring you back in because you had a long break there with Chad, but you were
Marion's still here?
You were right down there where that touchdown run was. Did he fake you out as well?
Oh, yes, he did. Yes, he did. I tell you, Coons is just putting on a show tonight. I don't know any other way to say it. And he's just doing a tremendous job with his arms, with his legs, lulled the defender to sleep on that run. And, again, just, made the cutback when he needed to. And the defense can't lapse. They've got to make sure that the guy either gets out of bounds or gets on the ground. And if they didn't make sure it happened, which they didn't, he got in the end zone.
Chad talked about Coach Bartholomew allowing Otto Coons as a junior now to check in and check out of plays. And, a lot of people don't understand what that means and the importance of it. But if you watch Joe Burrow last week play for LSU, his stats as far as passing the football weren't that great. But what you don't see on a stat sheet is when he steps up to the line or, he's in that shotgun and he reads a blitz and can change the play, and that play goes for a touchdown, the guy's done his job, whether it's on the stat sheet or not. And that's impressive that Otto Coons as a junior in high school is able to do that.
Absolutely it is. And, it also avoids any negative plays that they might have. A lot of times he's able to check out of something, and even if it's not a big play, instead of being, 3rd and long, if he's able to just turn it into a smaller gain or even just an incomplete pass, that's better than a negative play. So just an unbelievable advantage.
2 things come to mind, Jared, when I listen to this is, number one, it tells me he's getting good coaching. Mm-hmm. He's being taught what to look for. He understands what he sees defensively. And Otto is doing his homework.
Yeah.
He's getting to the film. He's paying attention to detail. You can't do those things unless you hit the details and the little things that matter. And it's quite impressive.
After this play, let's mention all of the coaches for Bloom Carroll, because Coach Bartholomew has surrounded himself with a really good staff, and I want to give them credit on this 3rd down and 6 for Lakewood. They trail at 31-7. High snap. Veerstra pulls it down, then drops it. Looking. He's got pressure. He's got his man out there. That was Zaven Boland, but not enough for a first down. So the coaching staff for Bloom Carroll, as I mentioned, with Coach Bartholomew as his dad. Scott Bartholomew is the defensive backs coach. Jeremy McKinney, defensive coordinator. Steve Harris is the offensive line coach. Scott Brinker, the wide receivers coach. Ryan Cheek, the outside linebackers coach. Jack Cheek, the defensive line coach. Casey Tyler, the wide receivers. Alex Pirano, running backs. And Chris McConaughey, defensive backs. And, of course, can't go without saying the equipment guy, Toby Bullock. So he's Coach Wade Bartholomew. He's a smart guy. He's surrounded himself with a bunch of great football minds.
Listen, you can't do it alone. It takes a staff in any sport to get it done and get it done right. You know, the one thing about tonight, you said his dad coaches the defensive backs.
Yeah.
Well, he can blame him for the 7 points they've given up then at halftime.
Be nice to be a fly on the wall at Sunday dinner in that family.
By the way, those points in the first half that the other team scored, Dad, were guys you were coaching individually.
Wow. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. 6:25 to play here in the first half. They lead at 31-7, and now we've got an official stoppage.
I'm telling you, if you blink, you might miss a good play. I mean, he's so dynamic, and their offense is so open, and Lakewood just having so much trouble.
Yeah. It's like we had an equipment problem with number 6, Anthony Clark. He had to come off the field. Coons has pressure. That's the quarterback on the opposite side. Coons now down the sideline, and I think he stepped out of bounds. Wait, when he turns on the Jets, Marion, you mentioned it earlier, he can fly. I mean, those long legs, it doesn't look like he's doing much, putting much effort into it, but he can move.
Yes, he absolutely does, and you know, that's a real good skill to have. I can say that from personal experience. I certainly wasn't so much of a quick guy, but I was a strider, and I think a lot of times I was able to get the benefit of the doubt by guys didn't think I was running very fast until the next thing you know, I kind of was able to get by him. So he's definitely using it to his advantage this evening. Great athlete, great athlete.
Coons pressured. And this time I think he's going to be wrapped up and going to be brought down.
Yep, finally got him. At least stopped.
The main charge there led by Connor Veerstra. That's twice he's gotten in there, 2 times in a row.
Well, Connor's a really good football player. You can tell here,
yeah.
Watching him on both sides of the football.
So 3rd down and 9. Clock rolls at 5:47 to play here in the first half. Coons will roll to the far side. Pass is complete. Nice leaping catch out there. I believe that was Caleb Swartz. No, check that. Number 3, Trace Weiscarver.
Yeah, we saw his dad walking in. He's an administrator here in the district. We saw him walking in. He used to be the baseball coach.
So 1st and 10 Bulldogs at the Lancer 41-yard line. Coons looking right side. Pass is complete. This time it's Caleb Swartz, close to another first down. Got some new offensive linemen in there for this drive.
Watch this right here. You got trips to the right. Lakewood's trying to bring pressure up the middle. But he gets rid of it quick, Jared.
Yep.
And then the receiver gets shoulder squared upfield. Let me a little trivia question. When's the last time we've been to a game that both teams had white helmets?
Oh, good point. I don't know. Here's Caleb Swartz again, and he's to the corner of the end zone, touchdown.
Showed his speed.
Yes, he did.
Made one cut.
Boy, this is just a talented offense.
Well, you know, we'll look at schedule. Here he goes. It's a receiver screen.
Couple good blocks there,
Excellent blocks.
Tell you what, Bryce Heisel's had a good game on that offensive line.
You know, next week, you know, we'll look at the schedules. And we'll look at the schedules now about next week. But, you know, I know we're only in not even halftime, but Bloom Carroll has got to play Taze Valley opener. And Taze has a really good football team. So, you know, they've just got to keep their momentum, stay healthy. And it's going to be an interesting season to see because Bloom's doing some things much different than a lot of the other teams in the league. So
let's see if we can get those schedules pulled up here for both these teams, for Lakewood and for Bloom Carroll for the remainder of the season. There you go.
Now, like I said, Bloom goes over to Taze, and that's going to be a tough football game. And when you look at it right now, that could decide the league.
You're right.
You just don't know. That game could decide the league. And then you take a look at Lakewood. You know, you've got Northridge, Heath, and then you have a really good, traditionally Licking Valley team. And Granville's got a really good team. And Coach Buttermore, who took Tri-Valley to the state championship game, is their coach now. So no easy path for either team.
No. So the Bulldogs up 38-7 with 4:37 to play in the first half. Shirky coming on to kick it off again. I mentioned earlier his leg is going to get a workout tonight.
Wow.
Daggone. He did that with ease. 5 plays, 57 yards, a minute 48 off the clock, 32-yard touchdown pass from Coons to Caleb Swartz to put him up 38-7.
What's the most plays they've had in a scoring drive so far?
Good question.
I just wonder. I know Beth's keeping all the numbers for us there.
5 or 6 maybe?
The field goal?
Yeah, one where they kicked the field goal. Well, here's another question. How many rushing attempts do they have?
Well,
that weren't busted, you know, where Coons had to tuck it and run.
Well, hardly any, really, but he's made a lot of yardage on the ground just by creating.
Yep. Boland goes in motion. Veerstra looking to pass, going to fire one downfield. And good job adjusting, coming back for it. I believe that was Boland. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Veerstra just didn't get much on that one, and he knew it. But Boland did a great job to come back and get it right about near midfield.
Yeah, he's had a good game tonight.
4.5 minutes to play in the first half. Lakewood gets their play from the side. Current stats, just over 60 rushing and 268 passing for the Bloom Carroll Bulldogs.
Yeah, that's a nice looking play there for Lakewood.
Looks like last call for the 50-50
good blocking at the point of attack right there. Good burst.
Appreciate all the hard work.
Guys, I'd be interested to see the time of possession as well.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's pretty lopsided. I wonder exactly how lopsided it's been for the Bulldogs tonight.
2nd down and 2. Ball spotted at the 43 of Bloom Carroll. Veerstra has Zeb Mansker right behind him. Zaven Boland goes in motion. And a flag flies. And could be another one right there.
Number 6, Connor Pearson.
It's going to be on Lakewood.
Broken up by number 3, Trace Weiscarver.
Illegal shift on the offense. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Back them up 5. Make it 3rd down and 7 here for the Lancers. Tonight's scoreboard sponsor is Buffalo Wild Wings. Thanks to Larry Tipton and the gang. For great food, great service, and the best sports viewing in town, it's all Buffalo Wild Wings in the Plaza Shopping Center on North Memorial Drive. And remember, every one of our games of the week will be televised with their instant replay immediately after the game at the Buffalo Wild Wings Lancaster location. Very cool thing they do down there. They always get a lot of the players and coaches and families coming in on Friday nights to watch it. On 2nd down and 7, not much there.
A real good job at the interior people. Bloom Carroll's defensive line right there. They fought off where they kind of got gashed the play before, Jared. They did a real good job standing the blocker up.
I don't know if I'm getting older, my eyes are getting bad, Shu, but those numbers, purple numbers with that yellow.
Well,
it's like a shadow.
It is. It's
hard to see.
It's shadowed also. It's not you.
Got a wise guy down on the truck. 3rd down and 6 for the Lancers. Good pass over the middle. It's caught by Mansker for the 1st down and more. Down inside the 25 to the 24.
And a real good job protecting the football once he caught it.
So if they get the chain set, the clock will roll inside of 2.5 minutes to play in the half. If Lakewood does not score here, or before the half, we will open up the second half with a running clock, since it is a 30-point margin right now. Vierstra has pressure, and he's going to be brought down. Good job getting in there, number 51. That's Robbie Duncan.
Yeah, real good pursuit from the backside.
We are inside of 2 minutes. I want to invite you to stick around for the halftime band show coming up. We're going to see the Bloom Carroll Marching Bulldog Band coming up at halftime. Tell you about that in just a moment. 2nd down and 20 here for Lakewood. Now, they would definitely like to get a score here before halftime. Vierstra rolled to his left and threw back to his right, complete to Colt Vierstra. Short gain on the play.
The plays that Lakewood runs requires Vierstra a lot of footwork, and he's pretty good with it, because they're faking right, coming back left, trying to influence one way or the other, and he's got real good feet, Jared.
Inside of a minute, they do have 2 timeouts left. 3rd down and 13 here. Clock rolls at 50 seconds and counting.
Yeah, they're okay right now. You got two downs here to pick this 1st down up.
Yep. And a timeout going to be called by Coach Lee with 36.9 on the clock. Coming up, our halftime band show. We'll see the Bloom Carroll Marching Bulldogs. Being brought to you by Frank E. Smith Funeral Home, Crematory and Monuments, family owned and operated since 1889. You can check them out at funeralhome.com. That's the Frank E. Smith Funeral Home. Respect for tradition, regard for change. Also, we'll be brought to you by Fairfield Federal. Fairfield Federal Savings and Loan makes it easy to take control of your personal finances and build your wealth. You can access and manage your accounts 24 hours a day with their internet banking and bill pay service. Fairfield Federal Savings and Loan specializes in banking that revolves around you. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
There's some young ones here tonight. Yeah, she got a purple lollipop, a Bloom Carroll lollipop.
On 3rd down and 13, Vierstra will roll to the right side again, pass back to the right, long downfield, one-on-one coverage, and a good job tipping it away. Trying to see the number.
Bowling.
I think that's 20, tipping it away.
Yeah, he took a shot on the throw. Actually, not a bad throw considering that he got his ribs stuck into.
Yeah. I think Gavin Powers
I think that was
out
Duncan.
There. Oh, was it?
That put the stick on for Bloom Carroll.
How about that? 51 for Bloom Carroll. Yeah, that's Robbie Duncan.
Yeah, he stuck him pretty good on the throw, Jared.
He's played well on the offensive and defensive line.
Yeah, he has.
Fourth and 13. Veerstra looking to pass, fires over the middle to Mansker. Oh, wow.
Yeah, good defense right there.
He was drilled after the play.
Yes, he was.
Wow. Hard hit to the head, it looked like. And he's shaken up.
Yeah, he's gotten up and moving,
wow.
Thank goodness.
So the Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10. Watch this after the pass is incomplete. So he's in the air here, and watch. Took a hit.
Yeah, there was no helmet, though.
No.
It was a shoulder.
Yep.
You know, last week we saw helmet to helmet. I spoke with officials after the game, just happened to know a couple. I wanted to talk to them about it. And I don't think they had the right angle to see it, what they saw. And I just suggested they watch our replay. And I said, and you get to see it. So they were very positive about it. I said, oh, I understand the speed of it and where you're located. But very dangerous situation, those helmet to helmets.
Handoff up the middle to Hobie Scarberry. Not much there. 2nd down and it's about 9.5. And this is probably going to be, that will probably be the last play of the half. So an outstanding first half of play for the Bloom Carroll Bulldogs. They lead at 38-7 here at home over the Lakewood Lancers. Outstanding performances in the first half by the entire offense, but Otto Coons highlighting it not only with his arms but his legs as well. We still have a full half to play here from Bloom Carroll. Again, your halftime score, the Bulldogs 38, the Lancers 7. We're going to take a timeout. The halftime band show is coming up next on the Buffalo Wild Wings High School Football Game of the Week.
Like to be part of Green Machine, keep me busy, and it's also important that we do it together as a group, and we plow and plant, and we have lots of produce. We have tomatoes like one here, and gourds, cucumbers, squash, crawfish, beets, microgreens. We also have flower arrangement, and we also sell bags, those tote bags, out of animal food bags, and we sell them out in the market, farmers market.
It's a special place that keeps people healthy by eating a couple fruits and vegetables. I always show people, first time they pick raspberries and green beans, I show them how to do it like they do it wrong. Picking raspberries and green beans is simplest, easy for me. We're entering some things in the field like pumpkins, the gourds were growing, and everyone likes them. Tasty.
Hi, I'm Rich. Welcome to Lines Auto Service.
Lines Auto Service, a full-service preventative maintenance and automotive repair center. Our employees are dedicated, hard-working members of this community and care about you and your vehicle long after you leave. Lines Auto Service is family-owned and operated and uses the latest in diagnostic equipment to guarantee your vehicle is serviced correctly. We use only quality replacement parts, and our expert team of ASE certified technicians will treat you with courtesy and respect. Stop by and see us at Lines Auto Service, 268 North Broad Street in Bremen, and we'll look forward to calling you our friend.
The Frank E. Smith Funeral Home and Crematory in Lancaster and the Johnson Smith Funeral Home in Baltimore have a long and wonderful history of serving our community. Feel free to give us a call at 740-653-0652. Stop in and see us at either of our 2 locations, 405 North Columbus Street in Lancaster or 207 South Main Street in Baltimore. Respect for tradition, regard for change.
I was at work on Friday morning and I had a massive heart attack. They took me to Fairfield Medical Center where they had the cath lab and everything all set up and ready for me when I arrived. They had to shock me 3 times to bring me back, and they didn't give up. I was there for 12 days, and I felt comfortable there. Everybody was just so kind and so nice. It was a great team, I can tell you. Wouldn't be for that team there, I wouldn't be alive today. Experience Fairfield Medical Center.
Come experience the Huddle Tire difference. Locally owned and operated since 1910, we're your independent tire and auto repair shop. We carry all major brands of tires, including Goodyear, Cooper, BF Goodrich, and many more. But we're more than just tires. From safety inspections to alignments, brakes, shocks, and struts, even preventive maintenance, we can handle it all. Enjoy the ride at Huddle Tire Company, 300 South Columbus Street, or we can be reached at our website at huddletire.com.
At Dagger Law, we have more than 110 years of combined expertise in nearly every part of law.
What I think sets us apart from any other law firm is our ability to work together.
With us, you're getting a trusted partner, in addition to a team who can help you with a growing business, changing family, planning your future, or dealing with land issues.
It's a challenge every day, and you meet an awful lot of nice people.
Your case matters. We'll take the time and the energy to ensure that you have a quality experience, quality representation.
Whatever you need, we have a lawyer who can help. Dagger Law. Local, trusted, experienced. For nearly 90 years, Kumler Collision and Automotive has shown a commitment to excellence with decades of experience and a passion for auto and body repair. Over the years, we've been a big part of seeing this community grow. Our employees are dedicated, hard-working members of this community and care about our customers long after they leave. Kumler Collision and Automotive. We're your neighbors, your friends, and if it's important to your family, it's important to ours.
Awkward. Do I look familiar? I should. You might remember me from here. Here. Or maybe even here. But an awkward silence can be a great thing. It can actually be a perfect moment to reach out to a friend and ask if they're okay if they seem down. It doesn't matter how you say it.
You all right?
Everything's okay?
All G?
You all right, girl? You cool?
You bugging dog.
Just show you're there for them. Go on, Kelly. Seize the awkward.
Hey, you haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
Imagine your possibilities at Ohio University Lancaster Pickerington. With over 250 majors to choose from, I get a great college education at half the price of other schools.
A lot of large campuses have huge class sizes where the professors don't even know you. At Ohio University, the classes are very small and the support you have is fantastic.
Campus life is awesome. There's always something to do between all the athletic events, student groups, and activities that you can always find your place in.
Welcome home.
Welcome home.
Welcome home to Ohio University Lancaster Pickerington.
Bulldogs would like to thank the Boone Carroll Music Boosters and the voice of Marching Bulldogs, Terrence Sully. Thank you for being such a great audience. The Marching Bulldogs will open their competition season on September 15th.
IVP Sports presents the Buffalo Wild Wings High School Football Game of the Week. Brought to you by Ohio University Lancaster, Fairfield Medical Center, Standing Stone Bank, North Body Shop, Dawn's Furniture, South Central Power, Fairfield DD, Meals on Wheels, Fairfield National Bank, Kumler Collision and Automotive, the Frankie Smith Funeral Home, Fairfield County Parks, the Edwards Insurance Agency, Dagger Law, the Carriage Company, Blue Line Designs, Personal Touch Party Rentals, the Huddle Tire Company, Fairfield Federal, Lines Auto Service, Sheridan Funeral Home, and Buckeye Lake Marina.
Welcome back to Carroll Stadium here at Bloom Carroll High School, where the Bulldogs lead the Lakewood Lancers 38-7 here at halftime. Your first half summary report brought to you by Sheridan Funeral Home. Sheridan Funeral Home is proud to be supporting high school football. They've been serving the communities of Lancaster and Fairfield County for over 100 years. And, of course, when you come to a summary for the first half and it's 38-7, obviously lots of offense for Bloom Carroll.
Big play offense, too.
Yeah.
You know, we talked about how short a lot of the drives were, scoring plays, and they can score at any moment from anywhere on the field. We saw a 99-yard play, and you will not see that very often.
Nope. And your halftime stats are brought to you by Fairfield County Parks, inviting you and your families to come out September 22nd and 23rd to our harvest celebration at Smeck Park in Baltimore. Watch as the Fairfield County Antique Tractor Club uses early farm machinery to bring in the harvest. Enjoy games, crafts, activities, food trucks, live music, and more. Visit fairfieldcountyparks.org.
There you go, Jared. Look at the stats here. You know, the Lancers are compiled 212 yards. I mean, you know, and Carroll's got 335. We'll see what happens here to start. But 38-7, you know, from a coaching standpoint, if you're coaching, you know, if you're the coach of the Lancers, what you're going to do is, you know, you just got to talk about, okay, let's simplify things here. Let's win 5 minutes of this quarter.
Right.
Let's win whatever number you set. Let's win the first half of the quarter, because you got to make realistic goals for your team. You're not going to win the football game tonight. It's probably not going to happen. So you got to win periods and small portions, because you have to win some battles to win the war down the road. And, you know, we looked at their schedule. It's not going to get easy. And you just got to change the mindset a little bit and forget about the scoreboard, you know, work to execute and do things right. From Carroll's standpoint, you got to be careful of expecting perfection, because it certainly wasn't perfect that half, but you got to get better at the detail things, because, as we said, they got a tough road game next week at Tays for the league opener.
Want to give a shout out to our IVP production crew on cameras tonight. As always, Jim Spires giving you the main shots from up top. Also in the stands tonight in a camera, Jason Roush. And on the sideline, Tom Russo, bringing you the shots that come right into your living room. In the truck tonight, Aaron Uhl, Bob Competti, Donnie Ziegfeld, and Beth Competti on stats. Also our crew being assisted tonight by Lancaster High School broadcasting student Mason Gunther. Mason actually was running camera some during that halftime band performance. Did a great job, so thanks to Mason for joining us. This is 2 weeks in a row for Mason, so doing a good job.
Yeah, they're playing tag with their cameras there.
Opening kickoff is fumbled but picked right up by the Bulldogs and gets out to near the 25, and a flag comes flying in.
See, their special teams have had a really good game tonight. They've done a good job on the returns and their coverage, and, you know, here you come out, you bobble it, and then maybe you have a penalty against your team. As a head coach, you're going to be frustrated at that, because now you're not sure they have focus.
We'll get our call from the ref. He might have turned his mic off, so he was not mic'd up that time, but it does go against Bloom Carroll.
Do we have electrical shock sent to him or something when it's off and it needs to be on?
Mario can run out and tackle him.
Whatever you need me to do, I'm here. Not going to jail for it, though.
First and 10 for the Bulldogs. At their own 11, Coons rolling out to the right side, looking downfield, and going to keep it. Nobody was open. A good job defensively by Lakewood on the receivers.
Yeah, and good pursuit there. They stayed with the play, and that's a good job by Coons. Sometimes the best play is either throw it away or just eat it and keep it and take a 2-yard gain.
Give him a gain of 3, second down and 7. Coons looks left, throws right. That's complete to Caleb Swartz, and he's got a first down.
That's a good job of spinning out and after the catch and going toward the sideline. That's where he's got more room and less pressure, so he made that first down.
Number 2, Caleb Swartz on the reception.
Three receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Pass is incomplete this time.
Yeah, real good coverage.
Keep in mind that the clock does continue to run here in the second half as the Bulldogs have a 31-point lead. As long as it stays above at 30 or above, the clock will roll. Second and 10. Coons, good job leading his receiver, and a nice job on the catch in the run here. I believe that's Trace Weiscarver, number 3, down the left sideline, inside the 15-yard line. Great pitch and catch there from Coons to Weiscarver. We could see we were at the perfect angle.
Yes, we did.
He didn't throw it to the receiver. He threw it to a spot where he knew the receiver was going to be.
Well, the old saying, and we used to use this in another sport, is you pass the spots because people can't guard spots.
Right. Coons lofts one to the corner of the end zone. Weiscarver out there and in and out of his hands. Good defense that time by number 2, Gabe Service.
Yeah, watch the slant here.
And Weiscarver just did the rest with his feet. Got some good blocks downfield. Ooh, that might have been a block in the back there. Second and 10. Coons. Passes tipped away again on the defense was Gabe Service. He's done a good job 2 plays in a row.
Yeah, that one was a little behind the receiver, Jared. I think if Otto looks at this on film, he'll want to put it more in front.
Yeah. Third and 10 from the 14. Hobie Scarberry stands to the right of Otto Coons. He will take the handoff, and then he's hit almost immediately, fumbled the football, and Lakewood has it.
Yep, good job by the Lakewood defense. They just kind of raked his arms, Jared, and stripped it.
Yeah, big 79 Mason Albany, 6'7", 266 came in there. Got his arm in there.
Well, he's got a long reach, too.
Yeah, he does.
I mean, he reached across there.
So you talked, we were talking about our first half summary report and coming out in the second half what they need to do. You talked about just little victories, little victories. That's a little victory.
That sure is. And from the Lakewood side, that's a positive. Now see what your offense can do. Can you do a positive thing here?
Yep. So first and 10 for the Lancers. They have the ball at their own 14-yard line. Clock rolls at 7:46 to play in the third quarter. Connor Vierstra worked out of that shotgun all night. Takes the handoff right out of the running back's hands and then throws a completed ball right across the middle to Zaven Boland, who's had a good night tonight.
He sure has, and that was a really small window that he put that ball in. That's an excellent throw.
Yep. We're seeing 2 very talented junior quarterbacks tonight.
Something to look forward to down the road for us. That's for sure.
I don't know if these 2 have each other on the schedule again next year, but it'd be fun to watch them again. First and 10. Vierstra hands it off around the left side. This time, Zeb Mansker.
Number 36, Zeb Mansker, the ball carrier. Brought down by number 2.
Caleb Swartz on the stop.
1 yard gain on the play.
Second down and 9. Coming up, we'll tell you about the other games around the area tonight. Vierstra again completes it to Boland.
Great fake. Had the Bloom Carroll defenders chasing the runner that the fake was made to in the backfield. Good job by Vierstra.
I tell you what, guys, Bolin has really made a lot of plays tonight. It makes you wonder why Lakewood really didn't go to him much in the first quarter when they had a couple drives stall. You know, he's really made some plays and been their you know, primary playmaker on the field tonight.
You're right. He's a good football player.
3rd and 1. Veerstra keeps it himself up the middle. He didn't get it.
No, he didn't.
Stopped immediately.
Yeah, they faked that jet sweep, and he kept it, and the Carroll line did a good job.
So 4th down and 1 here. Lancers trail at 38-7. 5:13 and counting here in this 3rd quarter. Obviously down 31 points, you're going to go for it.
Why not?
Veerstra again keeps it. This time has the 1st down plus some.
He runs with a purpose.
Other games going on around the area tonight. Mifflin is at Harvest Prep, not too far away here. Lancaster at Hilliard Derby, another tough battle for the Gales. A mid-state league battle going on just about 5 miles up the road. Amanda Clear Creek at Liberty Union. Byrne Union is at Newcomerstown. Fairfield Christian at North Union. They're going to be a tough game there for the Knights. Olentangy Orange is at Pickerington North. Canal Winchester at Tays Valley. Pickerington Central is at Trotwood Madison. And Fairfield Union at Vinton County tonight, trying to get their first win of the year. Veerstra looking to pass. Just going to fire a short one out. It's caught by Jacob Maynard, and Maynard has another 1st down.
Again, this is a real positive for the Lancers, Jared. When you come out down 31 points, you got to look for some things to do well. And again, Veerstra used his shoulder and pass fake left, looked back right, and made a nice pass. And again, you know, you see this play right here. His footwork's really good.
Yeah.
Good decision by Veerstra on that one, too. Oh, looked like he wanted Bolin down the sideline, but he was looked like he had 2 guys on him, so he faked that to the left, as Shu was saying, and came back to his right. Great play there. Good decision.
Shu, in mentioning those other games, folks at home might have realized I didn't call Fisher Catholic. They were supposed to host Reigning Sports Academy. We'll let you talk about that here in just a minute. End up canceling that game as Veerstra throws one over the middle. It's oh, big hit. Wow. Josh Evans comes in and lays a lick on Colt Veerstra, but he maintained control and got the 1st down. That's twice we've seen him go over the middle. The first time, he didn't catch it. He felt the pressure.
Yeah, here
this time
it is.
He
Watch
did
the
catch
pressure on Veerstra, too.
Yeah.
He gets hit right here in the ribs again. See it?
Yep.
And so did he.
Yeah.
For young players, boy, you got to like that in your team right there.
1st and 10. Lakewood putting together a pretty good drive that started at their own 14. Now at the Bloom Carroll 30. Mansker goes in motion. He'll take the pitch and is hit immediately by number 18. That's Clay Dozier.
Yeah, that's the first time they've really shown the option tonight. Ran it to the left, but great read by Carroll defense, because you have to know your assignment versus that option.
So, Tim, Fisher Catholic was supposed to host Reigning Sports Academy and ended up canceling that game. Reigning Sports Academy, not an OHSAA-sanctioned team, so what happened there?
Yeah, it's a club team, and, you know, the word was out a little bit, and I don't like to repeat things unless I know for sure, but a little concern about, you know, whether they were using, you know, appropriate players academically, even age-wise, and I don't know. I don't understand that whole club thing and all that anyway.
Veerstra over the middle. Boland, great catch for the touchdown.
Nice catch by number 80, Zayden Boland.
As Marion said, he's had a big night.
Yes, he has.
You know, and he's the punter, and he's delivered a couple good punts. Not going to see very many this half, that's for sure.
Either way, though, with Fisher, I mean, you don't lose anything by canceling the game because they're not going to get any points with a win anyway, being that it's a club team and not an OHSAA team.
No, all it does is keep your kids sharp, and you know, it's almost better to not play the game. I guess that's the decision they made anyway, and we'll go from there. Yeah. I think you learn a lesson, though, is don't schedule those things. Those, and it's hard sometimes with leagues and non-conference and where your program is at the time, but you got to just kind of try and find somebody that's reputable at least, and that you can compete with.
There's a replay of that nice pass from Veerstra down to Boland.
Yeah,
look at that
him.
catch.
Yep.
To go up kind of over top of the receiver. Tim, what kind of a bind did it kind of put teams in the area that Millersport kind of late in the summer? You know, they just didn't have enough numbers to field a team.
Yeah, those things happen, and it does put you in a bind late. I mean, and that's probably what this is all a result of.
Yeah.
Nothing you can do about that. That's the way it goes. So you try to find your best option, which they did, and then they look at it and say, yeah, you know what, we got another alternative here. But it's a shame. You got to give the league people credit, though. They probably hung in there knowing that could have been a possibility.
Right.
The league, the MLS is the MSL is very tight. People communicate well and work together. So one of those situations where I'm sure they were quite aware, the people, but they also understand and try to have a little bit of compassion for them, because Millersport did not want to have a program or a team. There's your drive summary.
Lakewood puts together a nice drive. 8 plays, 86 yards, 6:05 off the clock, a 33-yard touchdown pass from Veerstra to Zaven Boland.
There's a positive. Right now you're winning the quarter.
Yep.
And that's what you've got to sell your players.
Kickoff will be taken at the 14-yard line by number 8. That's Cody Harmon. Pretty good return there up across the 30.
All right, congratulations to our very own Brooke Heisel.
So minute 44 to play in the third quarter. Clock will now stop because it's under 30.
Bryce will be so proud of her. I'm sure she'll share.
That'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Coons tucks it. Man, he's talented with the feet too.
Number 12, Otto Coons, the ball carrier.
He can change direction and then pick the speed up too, Jared, when he wants to.
Hey, look at that. Number 72 for Bloom Carroll is Braden McGlone. He's their center. Listed as a sophomore on the roster, but he is the neighbor of our very own Bob and Beth Competti. So I want to give a shout out to him. Doing a great job tonight. Chris and Leah are his parents. And got to be very fun as a high school parent. My kids are still not to that age yet, but it'd be very fun to sit in the stands and watch your kids compete, whether it's, you know, football, soccer, band, whatever. It's just got to be a fun time.
It's an unbelievable thing. It's hard to explain to someone. You know, the best advice I'd say is try to enjoy it. Number one, it goes very fast.
Yeah.
And number two, let them play.
Right.
Let them play the game. Talk to them later about it. I'll share a little thing with you here.
Here's Coons. Coons, oh, wow, right up the middle. Man, just got tripped up there by number 11, Alex Pletcher.
I think he untied his shoestrings to get him down.
Yeah.
But even at a youth soccer game the other day, a couple people, and it wasn't negative, but as you verbalize to the players on the field, court, whatever it might be, it's a distraction. Just allow them to play.
Right.
Allow them to play. That's my biggest advice.
You know, it's fun. I coach my son Gavin in baseball and have for as long as he's played, and I really enjoy it. Not just coaching him, but his friends, his teammates. But I love as Coons completes another pass for a touchdown into the end zone to Josh Evans. Wow. But what I love about that is getting in the car after the games and hearing my wife. The first thing she says, Gavin, I love watching you play. Doesn't talk about good things, bad things. Just I love watching you play. And that I think goes a long way.
That's huge.
And now he's playing football for the first time, and I'm being able to sit in a lawn chair and just watch, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, good for you, and enjoy it.
Shirky on to kick the extra point. There's that pressure. He's been getting in there all night again. Guess who that is? That's Zaven Boland. He's been getting in there very close and finally got one.
We're going to have to give Zaven, a gold star tonight for his effort. Here's the replay. Watch this. Good concentration by the receiver right there to hang with it.
Well, Marion, we mentioned in the pregame that going into the season, Coach Bartholomew was a little concerned with the youth on this team. But, I mean, obviously Coons is not youthful and he's got a lot of experience, but these guys are stepping up. This looks like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, as I was saying in the pregame, they had to really step up because they really didn't have a lot of returning starters. We've talked about it a lot this evening. But Bloom Carroll, again, it's a testament to their coaching, the staff, and what they've been able to do. And also, obviously, to the players, that the moment hasn't been too big for them at all. And that they've been able to, just step right in, make plays, and keep things moving to the tune of, just racking up points on offense left and right. Again, just a testament to the program that they have and the continuity they've been able to put together.
Shirky's kick goes down inside the 10 and fumbled, and they'll just fall on it right about the 13. 4 plays. It's at 57 yards, a minute 26 off the clock, a 19-yard touchdown pass.
Yeah, that's the 3rd straight game over 40 points. And we're back to our running clock.
Impressive. 67-yard touchdown drive. 5.5 seconds showing on the clock here in the 3rd quarter. Coming up at the quarter break, we're going to be giving out our Lineman of the Game award, which got some very good publicity from last week. Those linemen, man, they put in a lot of work and they don't see their names in the paper, but everybody that knows football, they know what kind of work these guys put in. So, Marion, obviously being a running back at the Division I college level, you know the importance of a good line, and Bloom Carroll's line's done a great job here tonight.
Yes, they've done a great job. I was mentioning again, they may have lost a little bit of size from what they had last year, but it's been my opinion from what I've seen this evening, what they lost in size, they made up with athleticism. They have a lot of athletic guys up front. They've done a great job. They play really well together. They're working well, and with the various screens and bubble screens, wide receiver screens, things that they've been running. The linemen have really been on point each time. And when you've got a quarterback like Coons who scrambles quite a bit, to be aware of where he is at all times, to hold your blocks, do that without garnering a lot of penalties, that takes a lot. They've just an impressive job by the Bloom Carroll offensive line tonight. And it's going to be tough to pick a South Central Power lineman of the game, but we'll do it here just shortly.
As soon as this play is away, I'll tell you about that South Central Power lineman of the game. Bierstrom, 1st and 10. Pass complete over the middle. The lineman of the game brought to you by South Central Power. Being a lineman isn't easy, whether you're shutting down the run or restoring power after a storm. At South Central Power, we salute all linemen from the gridiron to the power pole. Our linemen work 24/7 to power your community. And this fall, they'll be visiting high schools each week to present our Lineman of the Game award to our hardworking high school linemen. To see the winners, follow South Central Power on Facebook or Instagram and also Twitter. They tweeted it out this past week who the winner was from our last week's game, which was Vince Albertini from Lancaster High School. And after this play, we will tell you who our lineman of the game is from Bloom Carroll here tonight, as Vierstra is pressured and brought down in the backfield by a host of Bulldogs. Tough award to give because they all do such a great job, Tim. But
well, it's both sides of the ball, offensive
right.
or defensive line.
I think we've called Robbie Duncan's name quite a bit tonight. Number 51. He's
defensive end here for Carroll.
Yeah,
he's been very active on their defense.
What do you think, Marion?
Yeah, Duncan's had an incredible game, again, on both sides of the ball. I'd also, would consider Bryce Heisel. He's done an outstanding job. We've called his name a couple times, done some great blocks. Also, Jacob Lucas, who is actually listed at 5'9", 170, and God bless Jacob. I might even be a little generous there. But he's done an outstanding job with, Lakewood's got a bunch of big players up there.
So false start on Lakewood.
But I would tend to agree with you guys again because of the ball. Robbie Duncan, 6'4", 220, offensive, defensive lineman. He'd be my choice as well.
Sounds good. You agree with that, Tim?
Yeah.
All right. So congratulations to Robbie Duncan, number 51, a junior lineman for the Bloom Carroll Bulldogs. He is our South Central Power lineman of the game. Great job by Robbie, and he will be presented an award this week at school. South Central Power will come out here to Bloom Carroll and make that presentation, get his picture. They'll tweet it out. They'll put it on Facebook and Instagram. There's an interception. That's a classic example of the tip drill. And going in for the score, is that 20?
I can't.
26.
Yeah.
Eli Kopus, a freshman. Kopus.
Oh, my. What an experience for him.
How about that? What a great job. Watch this play. It was tipped. And watch Kopus.
Good job taking
Good
the
hands
receiver.
there.
Yep. Good job by the defender on the receiver, Jared.
Yeah. And then look at that move. Fake the guy out to get to the end zone. Good job by Kopus. Shirky back on to kick the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. So with 9:24 to play in the ball game, the Bulldogs are all over the Lakewood Lancers, 51-14. We're not finished with awards. Coming up, we will give our offensive and defensive players of the games. Coming up very shortly, we'll be doing that. Since we're talking about linemen, Coach Bartholomew told me a very interesting story about one of his offensive and defensive linemen, Zach Collins, who's a senior offensive and defensive lineman. He didn't play last year. Zach, the reason he didn't play, he is a father of a 1.5-year-old little boy, and so at the end of his sophomore year, he had this little boy, and he made a tough decision last year as a junior, which was really a mature decision. He said he wasn't going to play football. He needed to be a dad. He brought the kid into the world. He needed to be a dad, and so he decided not to play football. He worked hard. He would leave school, go to a job. He'd work on the weekends as well, and just did a great job raising his son. And even still, playing his senior year, he still works a job, and he's a great father, Coach Bartholomew tells me. And so we want to give a shout out to Zach. He's got a lot on his plate, and he's obviously handling it very well.
Yeah, those are very tough situations, and credit to him for making some very, very good decisions.
Shirky again booms it through the end zone.
I'm telling you, Shirky's a weapon.
Yeah.
I want him on my side if I'm coaching.
They got a couple guys out here on this team that you might see playing on Saturdays at the D1 level with Shirky and Coons. But, we talk about it all the time. Who cares if it's D1, D2, D3? It doesn't matter.
If you get
Football's
a play,
football, sports are sports,
Yeah, exactly. And if you're good, you're good.
Yeah.
I used to tell kids that all the time. I coached at many different levels. Told a lot of kids, if you're good, you're good. If you're this tall or that tall or this whatever and you're good, you're good. So
Absolutely.
Enjoy it. Revel in it.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Lancers. 8:50 and running here to play in the ball game. Veerstra sends Boland in motion. He will hand it off. And short gain on the play. And Marion has some special guests standing by on the sideline. Let's head down to Marion Royster.
I do. Thank you, Jared. I'm here with a few of the Bloom Carroll cheerleaders. I have Sophia and Riley and Allie. Both of you are captains of the team this year, and Allie's a senior on the team. So could one of you guys tell me how the season's going so far? I mean, obviously the football team's doing well, but how's the cheerleading going thus far?
Going really good. I mean, I feel like we're all learning how to work together as a team and kind of build the program back up, and we're just having a lot of fun doing it also.
That's great. Now, you know, I think you guys are a pretty young squad. Is that true? How's that been, you know, having, you know, more of a younger squad and not as many seniors, but, you know, still working together real well?
I think they're doing awesome. This is my first year cheering ever, and they've just been helping me so much to get through all this.
That's awesome. Well, great. Yeah, even as a senior, if you're out here for the first time and you're enjoying yourself, that's what's most important. Sophia, I was talking to your coach earlier and said that you guys unfortunately had a couple of your cheerleader teammates get injured this season. How's that been going, and you guys been able to work through that?
I definitely think that having those injuries has definitely been a setback, but it's also built us back up and has taught us to like work together more and conquer those injuries, and hopefully everyone gets better soon.
That's good. Glad to hear it. Yeah, thank you guys so much for your time, and best of luck this season. So Bloom Carroll, obviously with a great football team and also a great cheerleading squad, great kids, and glad to be here with them tonight.
Thanks a lot, Marion. And, you know, the band did very well at halftime as well. They had a very entertaining show. Not the biggest band, but they got a big sound and lots of movement out there. So lots of stuff going on here. As Marion said, cheerleaders, band, football, all getting to work out here tonight and putting on a good show.
What do we always say? A football game is a community event.
Yep.
It is not just a game.
Yep. Here's a busted play, but he makes something out of nothing there as he dumps one off to number 16, Robbie Taylor. On first down, they'll get about 6 on the play.
And throw a flag.
Get our call here from the official.
Block in the back on the offense, number 80. 10 yards, first down.
Well, since the Bloom Carroll defense is on the field, let's go to our defensive player of the game tonight. Brought to you by the Edwards Insurance Agency, specializing in providing personalized insurance coverage that meets the needs of our individual clients. Contact Todd or Dale Edwards today. So our Bloom Carroll defensive player of the game tonight, Shu, what do you think?
Well, it's been a swarm, really. They help each other. For a young group, they've really done a fine job tonight. But I think Josh Evans, number 1, has really stood out to me from his free safety spot.
Wow, big hit over there.
He's been involved in a lot of things, you know, just a whole situation where we had the lineman of the week, you know, he happened to be on the defensive end, seemed to be involved also, but I think Josh Evans also is very, very active.
There he is on the sideline. Number 1, Josh Evans, congratulations. Our defensive player of the week, Josh, a junior. Plays safety, is also a wide receiver. And momentarily we will get our offensive player of the game from Bloom Carroll. Veerstra keeps it. Nice job on the run by Veerstra. Big run for the first down and more down inside Bloom Carroll territory.
My question is, you're Bloom Carroll, you're starting freshmen and sophomores. How do you put younger kids in when you're ahead 51 to whatever?
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
At what point?
You can't put the 8th grade in. First and 10, Lancers. Ball spotted at the 28-yard line of Bloom Carroll. Clock rolls at 4:13 to play. 51-14. Bulldogs over Lakewood. A little bit ago we had a couple of raindrops, but it was very brief.
I think the cheerleaders are anticipating it, aren't they? They got their slickers on.
Veerstra to the end zone. Did he go up and get that? He did. Touchdown.
Is that Bolin?
Is it? Sure was. Zaven Boland. Wow, he's impressive. That's one of those, he just kind of threw it up for grabs. Watch this, he just threw it up and let Boland do the work.
He did. He just outplayed him.
Look at that.
Yep, that's a great play.
Zaven Boland has had a good game tonight, receiving on the receiving end from Connor Veerstra. Alex Pletcher on to kick the extra point out of the hold of Veerstra. It is up, and it is good. 51-21 now, right at 30-point deficit for Lakewood. With 3:52 to play in the ball game. Let's move on to our offensive player of the game. Tonight brought to you by Fairfield National Bank. Our first priority is to understand you, where you are in life and where you want to go. We look for opportunities in places other banks may see challenges. Could there be a better reason to meet? Be delighted with your bank. Fairfield National Bank is a division of the Park National Bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Contact information at fairfieldnationalbank.com.
Let me think who would be the offensive player of the game, Jared.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, well, you got to go with Otto.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a junior. He just was outstanding tonight, showing his talent in many different ways. And, you know, they have good players. The line's done a nice job for him. The receivers have caught the ball for the most part tonight. But, man, does he make the machine go.
Yeah. You know, one of the things that Coach Bartholomew told me was that, you know, yes, they are inexperienced, but with the, you know, handful of seniors and juniors that they have done an outstanding job of being leaders. Even some of them who are not starting. You know, they've got younger guys starting over top of them. They know their role, and they've bought in, and they're doing a great job of being leaders to those younger players.
That made my heart warm when I read that, because that's what makes a good program. When your upperclassmen help out and then foster the things you want done in your program to be good.
Yeah.
They do all that. And that's just how you get good over a period of time. In a down year, you lose a couple games or 3 games, and that's your down year. So that's exciting when you get it going that way.
So Bloom Carroll will take over. Congratulations, Otto Coons, the offensive player of the game.
I think Otto is out of the game at this point.
Trying to see who comes in. I think it's 14.
Yeah, they stop the clock after the scores, but they keep it running just during the plays?
I guess.
I don't know. I have to ask. We'll have to get Tom Stoughton in on this. He's kind of our Mike Piera of IVP.
Yeah. Austin Freer is into the ball game, number 13 for Bloom Carroll. That's Jimmy Spire's nephew.
Well, and that's also the PA announcer's son.
That's awesome. How about
Donnie went through Lancaster, and Donnie was in the basketball program when I was involved at it.
How about that?
Yeah, it's a
I
small
hope he gets
world.
to call his name over the PA. Here's a handoff coming around the near side as Cody Harmon. Harmon across midfield and finally brought down inside the 45-yard line. Boy, he had some speed coming around that end. I got to apologize. I don't have a 14 listed on my roster, and that's the quarterback.
Just blame it on Chad Little. Here's a replay. Watch this. There's Donnie Freer's son right there, 13, putting the block in there.
Austin Freer. 1st and 10. Uh-oh, fumble. And did Bloom Carroll get it back?
No.
They did not. Lakewood got it. We're under 2 minutes to play in the ball game.
But they're not stopping it now on a change of possession, are they?
Yeah, they did stop at 1:57.
Okay. That must be what the key is.
I want to invite you to stick around immediately following the game. Our Marion Royster will track down head coach Wade Bartholomew for a few words about his team and their big victory tonight. 3rd game in a row they've been over 40 points. Tonight over 50 at 51-21. Off to a great start, and as you mentioned, Shu, next week going to be a tough test as they take on Taze Valley. And you know, it's crazy to think that game number 4 could have league implications, but it really could.
It does. These are the 2 teams that had outstanding years last year.
Yep.
Of course, Amanda plans to figure in on that too.
Big hit there defensively. 59 coming in. That was Bryce Heisel. We mentioned him.
Yes.
He's another one that could have been awarded some stuff tonight. He's played well. Clock rolls at 1:32. New quarterback into the ball game for Lakewood. Shu, if I keep getting older and you keep getting younger, you're going to have to be the spotter and tell me these numbers.
I believe his number is 9.
Brandon Allen in at quarterback, a freshman.
Pretty much a track meet for Bloom Carroll
Yeah.
at this point. You look back at it, kind of did whatever they wanted with the football.
A lot of fun for these young guys to get out there and get some time under the Friday night lights.
Yeah, this is not garbage time as people call it. This is important. I used to find this very important for your players.
Fumbled snap, and Bulldogs get it.
Fumble on the play.
No signal yet. I think Lakewood might have come up with it.
It's like recovered by Alexis.
So bring up a 3rd down as the clock rolls down to 19. Are they going to get one more play off or just let it run out?
Yeah, he's going to send one in.
They better hurry. Clock's down to 8. I don't think they're going to get it off. Down to 5.
It's going to happen, Jared.
And time runs out on him. Blue Carroll Bulldogs with a big win tonight over the Lakewood Lancers, 51-21. Here on their home field, put up some impressive numbers offensively. We're going to get to those final stats as Marion tracks down head coach Wade Bartholomew. The final stats are brought to you by Fairfield County Parks, inviting you and your families to come out September 22nd and 23rd to our harvest celebration at Smeck Park in Baltimore. Watch as the Fairfield County Antique Tractor Club uses early farm machinery to bring in the harvest. You can enjoy games, crafts, activities, food trucks, live music, and more. Visit fairfieldcountyparks.org.
Well, you look at it here, and Lakewood had an even 400 yards tonight. You got to give them credit there. And on the other hand, the Bulldogs had 501 yards. So, but a lot of big plays in there, a lot of scoring plays. There was a huge difference in the game, Jared. I mean, Bloom Carroll really kind of did whatever they wanted. There wasn't a lot of resistance to their offense. So give them a lot of credit. It's an entertaining group. People, if they want to watch some offense and they want to see a really, really well-oiled, wide-open machine, come watch the Bulldogs play on Friday night for the next 7 weeks in the Mid-State League.
That's right. Marion has tracked down Coach Bartholomew. We will let him go talk to his team real quick, and as he does that, we will tell you that coming up, actually, they're going to sing the alma mater, so he's going to sing the alma mater with this team. We'll let them do that, and we'll tell you that coming up next week, we'll be back at Fulton Field as the Lancaster Golden Gales will host the Newark Wildcats, and that one will be it's always a battle.
That's an old rival game. That game used to be the last game of the year, every year, and regardless of records, I remember a few years ago we had Newark had not won a game going into Week 10.
Yes.
Do you remember that?
Yes,
and they came down to Lancaster and upset the Gales.
Yep.
And like you said, it's always a battle. So we're looking forward to back to the old COL days.
Yeah. And highlighting some other games coming up this season, of course. Next week we mentioned will be at Lancaster as they'll take on Newark. After that, we've got a host of games that we're going to choose from. We've got some good matchups. We're just going to look and see which one will be the best. That 9/21 weekend, we've got Fisher Catholic at Byrne Union, Amanda Clear Creek at Fairfield Union, Hamilton Township out here at Bloom Carroll. So several games to choose from there. Also later on in the season, Amanda Clear Creek at Bloom Carroll. Gahanna at Lancaster, Fairfield Christian at Fisher Catholic, Bloom Carroll at Fairfield Union at Liberty Union. So lots of good games to choose from. We want to invite you to stay with us all season long for high school football. And Marion has caught up with Coach Wade Bartholomew down on the field after his team puts a big offensive night on the board. Marion, take it away.
It's Jared here with Wade Bloom Carroll head coach. 3 up, 3 down, undefeated in non-conference play, looking really good, off to a tremendous start, particularly on the offensive side of the football. So kind of start on the season of this as a kid, your guys going into the league play?
Oh, no, it's huge for us. It's such a young team, a lot of kids, being inexperienced. It's big to get some victories under our belt. At the same time, it's good for our kids to get confidence. And realistically, we didn't have these expectations. Like we came into this year just hoping to get out of the non-league healthy. You know, now so we're out of the non-league and we look like a darn good football team. So going into league play, we're going to run into Tays Valley. It's going to be a tough opponent.
Absolutely. Otto Kuntz run out of job, his athletic ability and what he's able to do, but also with his intelligence and awareness. Yes. And I'm sure it's a tremendous asset to have him on the field, run a lot of plays where he can change him at the line. What's that like?
Oh, it's fun. It's fun. It makes my job a lot of fun. You know, you're at the high school level. A lot of times it's not X's and O's. It's a lot of, you know, fundamentals and things like that. But with a kid like that, you get to do the things that make coaching a lot of fun. You know, scheming this, scheming perfect guy to go against because he checks things at the line. He knows what you're looking for. He's going to be a very, very good football player. He's got a lot to work on. He knows that, but he's a lot of fun to watch.
Absolutely, he sure is. So I got to ask about the 99-yard play here on the goal line. Really? Yeah, wow. Incredible. Yeah. You come down on this and dialed it sideline. Is that, I'm sure, just part of your MO, just to continue to be aggressive?
It. If we didn't do it, they'd want to know what's going on. Honestly, from the time I started my very first game here, we threw the exact same play for a touchdown, 99 yards against Heath. And so from the beginning part of our program, our kids just knew, backed up, we attack. We don't push the brake. We push the gas pedal. The first time on the left, I'm not going to throw the kid under the bus, but he was supposed to be on the right. So I called timeout, flipped him to the right, and we hit it. And all the kids kind of laughed at me because they came to the sideline and said, "Man, I hate when you're right." You know, so it's a lot of fun with them, but sure. it's exactly what our MO is.
All right, thanks so much, Coach. Congratulations on another great win. Good luck the rest of the season.
Awesome. Thanks for
back to you, Jared.
All right, thanks a lot, Marion. Thanks a lot to Coach Wade Bartholomew. The best line there was he said, if we didn't do it, they'd wonder what's going on.
Hey, they know what they are. Whatever style you are, whatever technique or way you do it, just believe in it and get your kids to believe in it and do it. Doesn't matter. However, whatever works for you, and then teach the heck out of it.
Hey, Marion, great to have you back. We missed you last week, and we're looking forward to a fun season with you. Great work tonight.
Thanks, guys. Great to be back. Appreciate it.
Once again, your final score, Bloom Carroll over the Lakewood Lancers, 51-21. We'll be back in action next week at Fulton Field as the Lancaster Golden Gales will host the Newark Wildcats. For our entire Interface Video Productions crew and Tim Shoemaker, I'm Jared Stewart. Have yourselves a great night, everybody.
IVP Sports presents the Buffalo Wild Wings High School Football Game of the Week. Brought to you by Ohio University Lancaster, Fairfield Medical Center, Standing Stone Bank, North Body Shop, Dawn's Furniture, South Central Power, Fairfield DD, Meals on Wheels, Fairfield National Bank, Kumler Collision and Automotive, the Frankie Smith Funeral Home, Fairfield County Parks, the Edwards Insurance Agency, Dagger Law, the Carriage Company, Blue Line Designs, Personal Touch Party Rentals, the Huddle Tire Company, Fairfield Federal, Lines Auto Service, Sheridan Funeral Home, and Buckeye Lake Marina. This has been an IVP Sports production.